Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're not. I'm Nola, and this is kind of like a sporadic video because earlier today I was like, I think I should do a end of a month, kind of just detailing of my month and like progresses or lack thereof when it comes to it. And hopefully I don't forget to do it next month. That's like kind of my biggest fear is, or not fear, but I don't want to forget to do it next month, right? Unless it's like something super serious that like I want to keep private. Other than for that, like, yeah. But I'm proud of myself. That's the first thing I'm going to start off with. I'm going to put like pictures somewhere over here. But I'm also going to read it. So if it's kind of off, I apologize. But I went to the gym a lot this month and I'm really proud. I did 52 sessions and I went for 20 hours, 53 minutes. Editing me, I messed it up. It is 42. I don't know why I keep saying 54. 42 sessions. And I don't remember the rest. So I'm going to have to bring it up real quick again. Let me get it real quick. Okay, it's up. 20 hours, 53 minutes, 26 seconds. 42 sessions. This is in June. I think that's everything I said. It's in 23 seconds. And I really showed up for myself. And I'm proud. Especially last week. I went for 5 days. And I've never been to the gym for 5 days. I normally always try to go for at least 3. And some of those days you can tell that like it was only like, oh well, it was 4. So I didn't really notice that until just now. But I tried to do at least 3. Well, that was like, I was like, do 3, and then if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. But I'm really noticing now, like I said 5 seconds ago, I did 4 times. And then the week before last, I only showed up 2 times. I don't really know why I only went 2 days. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the heat. Because I know I felt like garbage a lot this month because of the heat. I don't know if this videos went up yet, but if I haven't said it, which I know have, I'm an AC princess. I don't like the heat. Heat is gross. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I don't do well in heat. I don't get good sleep. My allergy, well, I get allergies whether if it's hot or cold, but it seems to be worse in the heat. And yeah, like this month I have had so many headaches. And that, when you have headaches when you wake up, that day's just not going to be good. But regardless, I did still show up for myself. But I think that week above, I'm only guessing because I quite truthfully don't remember. But I only assume for that week I felt like garbage. Because like I said, the heat doesn't make me feel good. But I know last week too, it was horrible. Like I had bad headaches, but I refused to let that not make me show up for myself. But I also know too that I took things so it would make me feel better. And I kind of recently started doing that, like last month or last week. I don't think I did that the week before. But anyways, yeah. 52, hopefully soon, but 42 sessions. And last month, I have to see it on here real quick. Last month was 23 sessions and 10 hours, 40 minutes, and 25 seconds. And I approximately showed up 2 days a week. with like a few smaller like bubbles of it being less time, but I still showed up. And I know this month I had a goal for myself, and that was to burn at least 3K calories each week. However, saying that though, because if you don't know, it's like 3,500 is a pound or something like that. I believe, I could be a little off, but I know it's 3K and some change. But I wanted to do that, but then I kind of was like, okay, I'm still getting more used to the exercise, right? And I didn't want to push myself, because I know that's probably like the biggest issue I'm going to have, is the fact that I'm going to push myself. And it's not bad to push yourself, but I don't want to overdo myself, especially because it's hot, and especially because I'm not really good at drinking water. I said it. I'm not good at drinking water. I think water tastes like nothing, so it tastes bad. So yeah. And this month I've been trying to get more water in. So when I do eventually, I'm not saying I'm going to try to do 3K calories each week, but for when I do bump up my working out, I need to already have that regularity of drinking water. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, okay, for a while I did just drink tea with lemon, because I really like sweet tea lemon in it, and that seemed to work. So even though it does have like a bit of sugar, I like had like a cup of sugar in it, because at first it was 2 cups, but then it was like a cup, because like I wanted to get myself used to having less sugar too. But yeah, but then I stopped that. That's only because I ran out of tea bags. And you know, it may have not been the best, but I still got water in me. And, you know, it worked out for me. Because like I said, I don't like drinking water, okay? And it, like, tea is pretty much just water, a bit of sugar, and I can actually control the sugar. So, like, next I'm going to try to do, like, maybe half cup. Don't know if that will actually pan out, but, you know, because I have a bad sweet tooth. But shockingly, having the cup and like the little thingy-mabob, I could tell it wasn't as sweet, not nearly as sweet, though I still liked it. So yeah, there's that. And also, I'm proud of my eating habits too, because I've been eating healthier, and it's not perfect, like, it's not perfect, but compared to what I normally used to eat, it's better. Like, I'm more cautious and conscious of the choices I'm making. And I'm still learning. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm still learning. But I can also see now, too, like, when I eat food, like, okay, actually the other day, it was yesterday. Yesterday I ate out. And it felt so bad on my stomach. So bad. And when I tell you, it was so just like heavy, it was horrible. And I need to remember that since my diet has changed, my stomach can't really handle what it used to. And or things that aren't healthy aren't going to taste healthy. And I mean that in the sense of like how it feels in me. And I'm still learning that, especially when it comes to food, especially like ordering, because like I order for like a group of people, so normally I just kind of get something because I don't have to cook. But I've noticed with fast foods, especially, that it doesn't feel right and it upsets my stomach now. And I remember that when it's too late, and I need to kind of remember that, hey, your stomach is not really used to fast food anymore. Not how it used to be. Ooh, pardon me. Whew. But yeah. And that's something that's probably like going to be the biggest challenge, is just remembering that. Because I already have certain places that I know I'm like, I can't eat there. I can't eat there. And the one time I did actually remember, I took a compromise so it wouldn't hurt my stomach. Because okay, look. I love breakfast food, okay? Even though I don't really eat breakfast, I like me some breakfast food. I more have like a brunch. But I love breakfast food, especially if it's from a fast food joint. It's so good, okay? Like, I can't help it. I can't. It's so good. But I'm normally never up then. So, honestly, also to say, it's honestly good that they don't have all-day breakfast, because you would see my ass on 600 Pound Life. No doubt. Because breakfast fast food is so good. Or like when you go to a hotel and they've got like the eggs and like the bacon and stuff. Ugh, it's so good. Anyways. But yeah. So I've been eating healthier. And I'm not, healthier than what I normally eat. I'm not going to say it's picture perfect. But the thing is, it works for me. And I can see the progress. And that's what counts. Because it fits in my budget. It's healthier than what I normally eat. And it has that protein and fiber that I need. So it works for me. And everyone is different. Like, I'm not saying I'm having salads and 24/7. No, I'm having, not sponsored or anything, Hillshire, like little snack packs. I'm having Greenfield, little pepperoni and, what's it called? Cheese things. I'm having those. And I know they're not exactly the healthiest. But like I said, it works for my budget. It's a good portion. I have some yogurt with it. Some fat-free yogurt from like, what's it called? Like Friendly Farms. Not sponsored or anything. I have some blueberries at the bottom of it. Ugh, it's so good. Or like a boiled egg too. Yeah. Like, that's a good brunch right there. And like some tea. Or some other things I like too is salmon. Some salmon with like some rice, with like a bed of rice. And then tea. Or like water or something. But you can't, just water and fish sounds gross. But yeah, having those meals. Or two, having tuna with some mayonnaise, which isn't exactly the healthiest. Mayonnaise is not really, but They also say you could try to use like fat-free yogurt. I think, don't quote me on that fully though. And the only yogurt I had was like, the stuff with, I'm not having blueberry. I'm not having blueberries with my tuna. I'm not sorry. But yeah, no, I'm owning up to it, Has some mayonnaise in there, has some mustard, tuna, and some boiled egg. And what I would do is like, so, I don't know how y'all make your boiled egg, or, no, deviled eggs, but, this is what I do. I cut the egg in half, take out the yolk, put the yolk with the mayonnaise and the mustard, whisk it up a little bit so where it gets creamy, and then I'd put that with the tuna, and then I'd cut up the, what's it called? The egg, and then I put it in, which actually sounds like not too bad, or maybe not to me, but maybe to y'all, but like kind of put that mixture, and then like from the cup that you use once you scoop out the yolk, maybe like put it in, have like a little tuna egg yolky or egg thing, you know. But yeah, and I'm proud because I've actually been sticking up to it too, and I never didn't stick up for it or to it because it was just expensive. It was, not only was it expensive, but it just didn't fit my lifestyle, right? And the combinations I have, it fits my lifestyle, and it's, for the most part, friendly to the pockets. And it tastes good. That's the biggest thing. When I first started this journey of like trying to give my body better foods, I always thought you had to give it like nasty healthy shit. To me, I like, and no, like I just never, younger me didn't know that like you can have things but it still tastes good. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm having just pepper. I don't know who could eat pepper just by themselves. Like the bell pepper. Is it called bell pepper, whatever? Y'all are built different because it's too abrupt of a taste. But long story short, tangent aside, it didn't have flavor. It was expensive, and it just didn't work with my lifestyle. So it always just ended up falling off because healthy food is expensive. And especially if you buy pre-packaged things too. Yeah. That's a mortgage right there, homie. That's a mortgage right there. So, yeah. Stop that. And plus, I feel like, too, when it came to that journey, I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, with more personal things, like, in there. And it just didn't work out. Because I didn't show up for myself, for one. For two, at the time, I thought that the results I wanted it would give me in just doing what I was doing would never give me those results. But now I'm doing it for my body, right? I'm doing it for my body, and I actually mean that. It's not just me lying to myself when there's a deeper meaning. Like, I want my body to have what it was always supposed to have, but it never really had that chance to have until now. Like, I want, and not only that too, I don't know if I really, like I said, like, some videos may be out already and some aren't, but I want my body to be a home, but I want it to be a healthy home. I want it to be a home for me, so when I look at it and when I see it, I know it's healthy, right? And at the moment, it's getting there, but it's not fully there yet. And I'm showing up for not only myself, but for my body. Because, like, through everything that's been through, it's still here and it's still kicking, right? And now, when I go to the gym, like, I actually genuinely like going. And not only do I like going, I like seeing the people there. Even if I don't really interact with, like, the employees and stuff, they're pretty swaggy. Oh my god. Oh, but no, they're like genuinely pretty chill, and it's like a nice vibe there. But yeah, and I'm working on my muscles too, which is something I've always really wanted. Like, I've always wanted muscles, and I wanted muscles in my arms and in my legs, because for some reason, I don't really know why, but I really want strong legs, and I really want strong arms too. But sorry, an alarm went off. But yeah, I just want that strength that I never really had when I was a kid, and I'm getting it now, or the strength I wanted as a teen. But I didn't really do that. But now, like, I can actually, like, lift things and not get winded by it. Like, I can lift, okay. So, the beginning of last month, I could lift 40 pounds, and it was a struggle. I probably should have started off a little lighter. However, how the thing is, it's really weird. It's like 10, 25, 30, 45, no, 30, 40, 55. It's like, it's really weird, but they have like 5-pound weights I didn't know they had at the time. Because I thought it was silencers until I saw people using it. I was like, oh, that's that's what it's used for. But yeah, 40 was really hard. And I would do it for 30 minutes straight. Which I probably made. I don't really know if I was supposed to do that either, but we're here now. Anyways. But yeah, I did that for a month, 40. And then once I found out I could add weights to it, I did 45, which still was really a struggle. But once I got more used to the 45, and I took the weight off, because I would like start doing the 40 as a warm-up once I started to get more of my routine down. So sorry if this is kind of like all over. I realized one day, like, wow, this is actually not hard anymore. I was like, wow, this isn't hard anymore. And then once I did the 45s, I added another 5, so that would make it 50. And 50s I'm struggling with. Kind of like the 40. But all is to say, 40 I can do comfortably. 45 is a bit of a challenge, but I can still do it. 50, I kind of shake a little bit. I can do that for a little. And then 55, I shake. My arms quiver a little bit, if you may say. But I'm proud of myself because, like, I stuck to it at the end. I stuck to it and I stayed to it. And now I do 40 minutes. I try, because there's like the one little doo-me-doo. That's with like the 5-pound weights and the really weird, like, poundage on their little weight thing. I do that for 20 minutes, and then I do another one to where it's like, that's like that one. And I try to do that one because that one's a bit easier on 50. And then the other one, the one that goes up and down, I tried to do that one like 45, 50, because that one is a bit harder. And as for the treadmill, I used to do the treadmill for 30 minutes at 1.5. That was hard, or not hard for me at first, but it was kind of difficult to keep up with. It would like kind of make me not hyperventilate, but I kind of gave me a bit of a draft, like a bit of a breath. And I can do that comfortably now. And now I'm up to 2.5, and I'm proud of that. And not only am I up 2.5, I can do it comfortably. Well, kind of comfortably. Because now I'm trying to work up to 3.5, but I just got to 2.5. I'm not going to force myself. I may try to do it at like the third to fourth end of next month. But right now, I just started to do 2.5. And at first, I did a treadmill for 30 minutes. I'm starting to do it for an hour now. And I'm so proud of myself. And I'm going to show like the progress somewhere over here. But, yeah. I can do it so comfortably. Or not, my bad. Not so comfortably, but comfortable enough. And I'm starting to do the incline now, too. And I'm sorry. I thought I dismissed it, but I just snoozed it. It's just an alarm. Telling me, like, what time it is. But, yeah. And I'm really happy because I've always wanted to do an hour on the treadmill. but I never really just, not to say I didn't care to do it, but it was just boring. The treadmill is kind of boring. But last time I actually went, the first time ever to where I didn't need a video to occupy me, I just listened to music. The thing is, I don't like listening to music because I know music is like either, it's typically runs to like 3 minutes long, and I use it as a timer. I'm like, okay, well, it's been 3 minutes. But yesterday, or not yeah, it was yesterday, because it was yesterday. Sunday, I didn't really do that much. I was also kind of spacing out too, but for once, I wasn't obsessing over when it was going to be over. I was just chilling, and I'm really proud of myself because I didn't have any YouTube videos to watch. I wasn't obsessing over it. I was kind of just enjoying the ride, honestly. And then eventually I kind of pushed myself a little bit, and I went on a 4.5 incline, I believe. Which I'll show a picture over here, so if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was 4.5. And then the speed was 2.5. And I did 1.5, I believe, on like a 0.5 incline for like 10 minutes. I think either 10 or 20 minutes. But eventually I moved it up to 4.5 to 2.5 for an hour. And I'm happy because I never really thought, or I don't like saying that, but it's truthful. I didn't ever really think on the treadmill I would get that far of the sense of longevity, because I really did want to, but just the treadmill is just so, like, if I had someone to talk to, it would be different, but it's just me, and I can only occupy myself for so long. But yeah, and I did it twice. The first time I did it, I don't remember, was it Friday? I think it was Friday. And then I did it yesterday. And I'm so proud. So I did that for an hour. I did 40 minutes for the weight machines. And then I did either 10 or 15 minutes for the leg machine, to where like you push it back, like the poundage and stuff. And when I was younger, I used to be able to do 200. I'm at like, I'd say like 170. Haven't really gauged where I'm at when it comes to that, because with the arms it's different. Like I can feel, I'm like, okay, that doesn't, but with my legs, I don't know, I kind of have a bit of a hard time deciphering what weight is the right weight, right? But I normally would have done that for like 10 to 15 minutes. I used to, every now and again, try 30. But since I'm on the treadmill longer, I'm cutting that back, because I get kind of wobbly legs sometimes, and I'm driving, and I don't want to drive with wobbly legs because that's dangerous. I would like to bump it up to, or back to 30 one day. But right now, it's like I said, I don't want to overwork myself, because I know I'm going to have a problem with that. And I'm already kind of starting to have a bit of a problem. Oh, sorry. With finding my right spot. And the thing, which actually is kind of funny, because the whole reason, it's really like, I don't know, when I think about it, it's kind of like funny, but kind of weird, that the whole reason why I really started to bump up my routine was because one day I got a call from one of my homies, and I was at the gym, and we were talking, and eventually, like, the call was over with, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go home, right? The next day, I was like, okay, well, I didn't work out that day, so I'm just gonna do that times 2 today, then what I didn't do yesterday, plus today's workout. And ever since then, it kind of, like, did, like, an echo effect, because now I do that, because I did do the 30 for the, like, weight, my arm weights, but then I stepped it back to 20, but now I do 40. And then I never bumped up the treadmill. Because like I said, I could not stand doing the treadmill. It's better now. But I still couldn't, no. But I would do that for 30 minutes. And then I would do what I normally did for 15 minutes for 30 minutes. So it kind of evened out the treadmill for me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing that for an hour, but I would do this for 30 minutes. So, but now, I'm doing that, like, I'm not doing that every day because I, like I said, I don't want to overwork my body, and I don't want to decrease the process that I'm making by working myself out every day, because not only is that not healthy, it's not good for my body. So, my new schedule now is kind of like, Sunday is like go hard day, even though Sunday really should be like my ease into it day. But it's, I don't know, I feel like some days it will be, some days it won't be. But yesterday was like full force, max out. Today's day off because I have Saturdays and Mondays off. I only have Saturdays off because it's crowded. I don't like going to the gym when it's crowded. Sundays it's not crowded. It's Monday. Monday is like my day to get everything that I need to get done in the house. And then Tuesday is gonna be like Sunday. And this is gonna get very scatterbrained because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out, and I'm counting on my hands, okay? So, bear with me, please. So, yeah, Tuesday is like same as Monday. Or not Monday, my bad, Sunday. I'm just probably gonna walk Wednesday. Or I may work more like my leg muscles. But like I said, Tuesday I'm working my whole body again. I'm just gonna be a bit easier. I may walk an hour, maybe try for an hour and 30. And then Wednesday, it's full body again. And I don't know, because the thing is, to me now, is like, I don't want to overwork my legs, but I know my legs are just bigger muscles. And I don't know if maybe I should try to find a substitute for my, or, you know what, actually, you know what, this is actually a good idea. On the days I don't do everything, I just won't do, like, the pushy thing, so it's not as much. Because walking is not too much for the legs, but the weights may be. So instead, I may not do, like, the little weight things, like the legs. But yeah, you get the gist. Some days when I'm not working my whole body, I'm just working my legs. You know, it's not, you know. And also, too, I'm still kind of getting used to my newer schedule, because this kind of was abrupt. And even on days I don't work out, I find myself wanting to work out. I'm like, I want to do this now. And, like, I just see the change in energy. And not only that, movement, too. Like, I wanted to go to the gym Saturday, but I didn't. Because, like I said, I didn't want to overwork my body. But I see, like, I'm a lot more energized. So instead of, like, going to the gym, I just cleaned the car. Mr. Car needed a clean. That's what I call my car. You don't know. His name is Mr. Car. But yeah, I cleaned the car, did all that. So I found something to do instead of that. And since it was hot. And the heat kind of knocked me out a little bit. So I kind of just chillaxed the rest of the day. But yeah, body-wise, like I said earlier, or earlier/now, I have more energy, for sure. I see the changes. Like, I see I'm slimming, and even, too, like, when I used to be able to bend down, my stomach was kind of in the way, so I'd kind of have to, like, suck it in to get something, or I would use the weight of my leg so I could go further down one way, but still have that balance. I can bend down now without my stomach being in the way. I also noticed, too, I seem to be a lot more balanced. And I'm someone who's really clumsy, and I always lose my balance. And I've noticed, too, more recently that my balance is better than what it used to be. And also too, since like I'm going to the gym and I'm more like stimulated and focused, I don't bite my nails. And I know it's gross, but like I used to bite my nails, and I haven't wanted to, like, I've always wanted long nails, right? And now I have them, and I'm so happy. And I think I actually kind of need to trim them down a little bit, because I'm starting to like poke and prod myself like I am a patient in a doctor's office. But yeah, I'm so happy that now I kind of have like that almost distraction to where I don't like fiddle with my nails or like peel them off. And what else? My breath, actually. I don't run out of breath as easy. And I can just fit in smaller spaces too, which, you know, you given that when you know, you're smaller. And I can lift a lot more things. That's something else too. And also too, like when I sit down and stuff, it's a lot easier. Like sitting down and stuff was never hard, though I can feel a difference that when I just want to stand up, it's just, it doesn't have that bit of a, almost of a drag. And I can also, like I said, see it in my body too. Like even in my arms, and like, here, let me just show you, like, parts of my body. Like this used to be fatty, right? And so did my chest. And I know I've kind of mentioned this before, but my arm isn't as like flabby as it used to be. Here, I just, and like you can kind of, okay, wait. You can kind of see like a line, right? I'm trying to flex. I don't know. You may not be able to see much right now, but if you look close enough, you can kind of like see it. And also too, like my, like I said, just like flab. I have less flab, and even too, like when it comes to like my arm, like up here, my arm area, I can just, I can feel my bone a lot more now, right? And like I don't have as much fat up here anymore. And like I'm proud of that. And that stuff kind of went away without me even really realizing it. Like one day I kind of just looked at myself and was like, oh, that's different. Because when I did this, like I said, I really just did it for my body, because I didn't want my body to be unhealthy. And I didn't want to lose the weight, but at the same time, that wasn't really my main goal. My main goal was just to be healthier overall. So like, I don't know if that makes sense, because I really wanted to work on my muscle, if anything. And the fat kind of just came with it, like the fat loss or weight loss, whatever you want to call it, just came with it. And then like I look at myself sometimes too. It's really funny because like now when I look down, it's like my stomach is still there. I mean, but I'm like, wow. It's like when I used to be able to kind of like see it past like my breast, I would see like my stomach. But now when I look down, it's like I barely see it anymore. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud. And I can even kind of like start to see my rib line too. And like when I just feel around my body, and there are some days to where I'm kind of like obsessing over it, and I try my best not to obsess over it, because the part of the journey is to see the progress, and progress is more than just what the scale says or the weight on my body, right? Like I don't want to obsess over those things, because I want to do it for my body. And if I obsess over it, it's never good. It's never going to have a pretty ending. And yeah, also too, when it comes to specifically this too, like my, dang, okay, there we go. Like my flab used to kind of like hold this together, but like it's just a lot more movable. And this too is a big size, because I like just having things that have more like fabric to them. But when you're like bigger, fat, whatever you want to call it, and you already have a big size as it is, it's kind of like, oh well, you only go up from there. what is this? This is a 5XL, right? And I normally wear 4X. But I remember when I used to wear this at one point, it kind of was getting to the point where, like, it was hard to, like, kind of, like, operate and move in it. And this is a 5X in men's, mind you. And men's is, like, by default bigger than women's, I believe. I mean, I only guess because when I wear a women's 3X and a men's 3X, there's a difference, right? Anyways. Or at least to me, at least. But I know, because I know weight distributes in different ways. So for me, that's true. Somebody else, it may not be true. But yeah. I can actually, like, really move in this a lot better than I used to. And I'm happy that the results are showing more than just in ways of how I operate, you know. But overall, my month has been good in that aspect. There have been some personal things when it comes to, like, friends' lives. I'm not going to get into that because that's their life. That's nobody's business besides ours. Where I've kind of had those moments where I was stressed out. And, like, I wish I could help out more. But other than for that, there have been days to where I've dealt with people who just, like, have a nick of just bringing other people down. And I always try my best to stay up, but sometimes it's hard. And I'm not going to act like it's not. Like, sometimes, especially in, like, the situation I'm in, it's, like, hard because it's, like, you don't really have anywhere else to go, right? Besides your room. But when your room gets infiltrated by people, when you just want alone time, it you know, it messes with you because your room's like your safe space, right? And especially if it's your only space, and when you have people who, like, irritate you, I could say, and then, like, them kind of just always berate you, it's not fun. So of course that's gonna make you feel a certain way, and I've had those days a couple of times. And it's hard too, because it's like you want to say something like, leave me alone, but, like, you also don't want to, you know, get kicked out or anything. Like, even though they say, oh, I'll never kick you out. I mean, actions speak louder than words, but, you know, anyways. Yeah. And also progress with Lady, which I know I posted a video about that, but I'm gonna kind of briefly say that now again. Because, you know, she's part of my month. Both my birds are. Lady, she is doing amazing. I'm still working with buttons when it comes to the over bonding. And honestly, I have hope that, you know, we'll get over this learning curve. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just like a part of me is just kind of, what if that doesn't come? Because, like, with the over bonding, it's something I didn't know that could happen. But, you know, I've never had a conure before until I got buttons. And I didn't know they were, like, really prone to that. So it's like, I don't blame myself, but I feel bad because as I'm trying to kind of not, like, keeping her at a distance, it makes me sad because she doesn't really know what's going on. And at the same time, too, I'm almost, like, uncomfortable because, like, she sees me in a way she should never see me as. And it's, like, my fault. And it's been hard. I'm not gonna show, like, it's been hard. Like, there are some days where she just screams bloody murder. And it drives me crazy. Because, like, she's just, my room is really echoey, and she learned that, or, well, yeah, I guess I would say that. She learned that if she squeaks, she gets my attention. Like, I come to her. And I inherently taught her that because, like, she makes really cute noises, and I go to her, and I, like, interact with her, and I'm trying to teach her that screeching for me is not going to get my attention anymore, and I know that's hard for her. I will say though, it has gone down significantly, but at the same time, it still happens, and I don't really know how to fully get that detachment, because I really don't want to go to possible choices I have, and like I'm really trying, because I know if I go to those choices I have, I'm gonna regret it. Though it is so, like, I don't know if she's ever done it on any of my videos, but when she screeches, it's horrendous. Like, it is so loud and it's so miserable. And some of the choices I do have or think about is for a few reasons. I don't want my other bird, Lady, to learn her screeches, for one. And for two, I don't know if I'm going to come to the point to where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. And my nose is so itchy. Pardon me real quick. Oh my god. But yeah. Oh. But yeah, a part of me is like, will I get to the point to where it's like, I don't know what to do anymore, and I just feel I have no other choice but to get rid of her. And I don't want to do that because I already know I'm going to regret it, because I love Buttons. Like, she's my baby. Like, especially because my first year having her is coming up this month. Or not this month, but like July. And it's like, I know, like, I already know if I do that, I'm going to regret it. And it's not worth the temporary freedom of quietness that I'll get. Like, I already know that. But it's like, at the same time, like, I won't lie and say that I haven't thought about it. And I feel bad. Because, like I said, I don't want to do that to her. Like, it's not her fault. It's my it's my fault. Even if it was unintentional, it's my fault. And I'm trying my best to unteach her what for a part of it, uninherently taught her. And then the rest was just my lack of knowledge. And that's something I should have known. But what the research I did do, it never told me. But I'm trying my best. And like I said, I'm already, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. I'm already seeing progress in her screeches. Screech? Her noises. But she still does it every now and again. And also, too, what doesn't help is the fact that it irritates me 10 times quicker because I don't really have anywhere else to go. Like, if it was, like, my own house, and if it, like, bothered me, it's not like I couldn't just go somewhere else. But for the fact that we're in the same room all day, every day, and when she goes ballistic, it drives me crazy. Between me not really having anywhere else to go and the heat, because the heat irritates me. Like, I am horrible when I am in heat for too long. And between the heat and the fact that I have nowhere really to go when she does get to that point, it just drives me insane. But yeah, those are kind of the updates for those two. And then myself. Like I said, overall, this month has been a good month. And I'm proud to, like, which I should speak about this too, like, when it comes to my channel, I have been taking it a lot more seriously. Because I do it for fun. Like, I just do it for fun, right? And, like, I also want to help people out too. So it's, like, a mix of those things. And I like how I kind of have, like, my own little system down. Like, post 3 times a week. Whatever the subject may be, it is. And I'm going to try to start doing shorts on weekends. Or not weekend, like Sunday. No, not Sunday, my bad. Saturday. But I also don't want to, like, overdo it, you know? Like, I don't want to burn myself out because I do this for fun. It's like drawing. I do it for fun, and like I don't want to take that creativity and funness away. And I'm really liking where this is going when it comes to like things I share and like the community I'm building, which I'll take the time to appreciate all you guys. Like, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully whatever I do say and what I will say and what I have said, it resonates with you, and it helps you get through your days that may feel hard to get through. And hopefully what I do say when it comes to some more of my serious videos, that it does help you and it gives you a new perspective, whether it be when it comes to self-love or just like a food for thought, whatever it may be. And for the people who do just vibe out just for the vibes, look, I got vibes 24/7. I got vibes like I got good music taste all day, every day, 9 a.m., 9 p.m., you know? But yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot, and I really hope, like I said, whatever you get from this channel, you continue to get from years from now, and hopefully one day, especially for, you know, the new viewers, or the older viewers, I should say, that, like, a few years from now, we can look back on this stuff and be like, look, these are the OGs, like, I'm like, these people, they're the day oneers. Like, these people, they're the day ones, right? And I hope one day, too, like, if this channel does become more than what it is now, that I can show you guys appreciation more than just my words. Because I would love to do that. Like, show my appreciation to you more than just words. Even though I feel like words, sometimes all for people, you need words, right? Or like, I don't think that made sense. Okay, let me, sometimes acknowledgement is enough for people, and you know, I believe so too, but I just want to do more. You know, I want to do more than just acknowledge the people who stay and listen and comment and especially subscribe. Like, I genuinely want to show you more than just with words the appreciation, right? Especially, like I said, if this channel becomes more than what it is now. And I don't mean that, hopefully it doesn't come off in a bad way, because I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean in the sense of just me screwing around and doing everyday me things, right? And just, you know, us having our small little community, you know, chilling and relaxing, you know, as we normally do. And like, by a small chance, it does become something a lot bigger. Like, I want to show kudos and respect to the people who have been the day oneers, you know? So yeah, what else is there? I think that's really everything. You know what, maybe too, this is what I'll say for next month. Kind of have some next month things. Hopefully for next month, I go to the gym more. That's something I definitely want to do. Hopefully I can go to the gym more, and hopefully everything works out, you know? And I kind of just mean that in the sense of next month is just better. Not only for me, but for you guys too. Where you guys get what you want to get. Maybe a promotion, extra money, or like it could be time with family. Whatever you guys would want, I hope you guys get that next month. And if you're going through a hard time, just know you're not alone. You're appreciated, you're loved, and you got this. And it's okay to, you know, and this kind of really goes for anything. If you're just going through something that's overwhelming, just take a step back. It won't fix anything, but just breathe and recollect yourself. But what else would I hopefully I continue with the grind when it comes to 3 videos a day, a week, not a day, a week. I really hope I keep that up, and I do, and I will say this, I really need to do, because a commenter, I'll put it somewhere over here. The Bean Boozled thing. I promise you, I'm going to do that, okay? It's in my cart as we speak because I couldn't find any in person. It's in my cart as we speak. I'm going to get it. It's going to happen. And I also plan on doing... Don't quote me on this. For sure, I'm doing the Bean Boozled thing. 100% because someone asked to do it. I said I'd look into it or something of that sort. I'm going to do it. But I would like to try, like, international foods. Or, like, not foods, but, like, snacks. So I may do that, too. Don't quote me on that, okay? Don't quote me on that. But the Bean Boozled thing is coming. I can't say when next month, but best believe it is going to be next month, okay? I just have to get the proper funds to get it, right? Because everything on expensive, because everything online is expensive. And on top of that too, like I said earlier, if I didn't say it, I do videos like a week before, like a week or two before. It kind of depends, because some days I'm a lot more like video. Some other days I'm like, okay, this is just for this week, I'll put it out. So keep that in mind too, please. But yeah, the Bean Boozled thing is coming. I know I'm going to die because it's gonna taste disgusting, because knowing me, I'm gonna get all the nasty ones, but hopefully I don't puke my guts out. But okay, I know I keep saying but a lot. Anyways, I'll use that word said. The grind, the Bean Boozled, that's something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. And maybe even too, like, the channel grows a little bit, like we get more homies. Maybe that, should our fan base be called homies? What's up, homies? Or is that, or it should be something else. Or like dreamers or something. I don't know. I really like cosmic stuff. I don't know. Maybe we should work on that too. Maybe I should write that down. Work on names. Do you want to be called names? I know some people are down for it, some people aren't. Sorry, I'm like shaking the thing a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what's up, homies? What's up, dreamers? I don't know. I like both of them. Or the homies. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't really know what would little Luxes. I don't know. But maybe work on that too eventually. And maybe the channel grows. If it does, it does. That's amazing. If it doesn't, look. We can be little homies together. I don't know why I put little in front of it. We can be homies together, And hopefully too, this is something else I want to do. Spread more positivity, because there's never enough positivity. And hopefully with the videos that are up and coming, and or the videos that are out now, it spreads positivity to people who need it, because there's never enough positivity. And if I can just, and I know it's going to sound so corny, I don't even care. I hope that I can give someone at least a smile. Because at least if I can give someone a smile, someone a chuckle, someone a little giggle, whatever it may be, it's worth that video being out there for. Because like I said, there is never enough of positivity, and if I can be that someone to make someone else smile, then it was worth it. 110%. But that's everything, I believe. I believe that's everything. If it's not, there'll probably be an insert somewhere. But I hope you have a great day. I hope this month was a good month. Happy Pride Month to those who are in the LGBTQIA. Stay safe. Love yourself. Give yourself credit for just existing. Acknowledge all the successes you've done, and give yourself a pat on the back for all the hardships you went through. You know what? That was me doing that to you, by the way. Like I said, be safe. Stay hydrated, please. It is hotter than a witch's titty outside. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. And most of all, stay you. Peace.